I left my husband, I left my kids, and I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state, rather. Um, just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like I put myself on the back burner, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, it's awesome. But, all this time, like I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like I wasn't really happy inside. And so one day I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside. So literally, like I made the most hardest decision like ever, like the most soul stretching decision like ever, and that was to pack my bags and move to Nashville. I actually one day I just woke up and I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like I feel like I need to do something different, like other than what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to find me again. Like I said, because, I felt like I was losing myself. So anyway, like rewinding, I had actually applied for a position with Vanderbilt. And I ended up getting the position, and they were offering a sign-on bonus as well as a relocation bonus. And yeah, like I got the position and I took it. So anyway, no safety net, like no guarantees, no nothing. I applied for my apartment and everything. Like I literally like got approved for everything like right away. So it seems like everything had just fell into my lap. Like it was what I was supposed to be doing. And because of that, like it really validated my decision to leave. And so I did that. I get to Nashville. I started rebuilding my life. You know,
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And so when women say that men don't know what they talking about, that guys is just complaining about women that are breaking up their families. She didn't say he cheated. She didn't say he wasn't a good guy. She said, I love him, all of this stuff. Kids is awesome. And so she just completely abandoned her family. She planned this. She applied for jobs. She knew where she wanted to go. So either she just an incredibly selfish person that only care about herself, or is something else happening, and maybe it's some people over there, or maybe she wanted to slut it out, or maybe it's a guy over in Nashville. But somewhere along the way, women only focus on themselves. She only focused on herself. She didn't listen. I don't care what kind of compliments that she give. I don't care what kind of excuses that she make. And there are women that actually support this nonsense. There are women that actually think that this makes sense. Oh, girl, I was feeling the same way. Oh, man, I needed to find myself. Of all of the things that I've reviewed lately, for some reason, this one is the most diabolical, because this is probably the thing that guys relate to the most. This is probably the thing that guys relate to the most. She found a whole nother state, a whole nother career. She didn't even stay so that she can see the children. And this is what we saying. Women will break up their families for their happiness, for how they feel and what they feel like doing. And I guarantee you that she'll probably try to come back around or see something. No, you got to live with this. And if I'm the guy, I'm not trying to protect her. I'm not trying to give her a soft landing. I don't want to kick it. I don't want to communicate. I'm cutting off all communication, all contact. I'm going to tell the kids when they get old enough exactly what the hell happened. And I'm moving on with my life. And I'm not ever going and see, y'all say, well, guys become incels. No, guys have learned lessons. They not bitter. They get over it. Eventually, they move to a different space in their life or whatever, and they dedicate themselves to their family and their kids. And a guy will keep his family. He will sacrifice his happiness. That's where the saying come from. Guys will sacrifice their happiness for their family, for their children. Women will sacrifice their family for their happiness. This is insane. And anybody that's in the comments that justify this nonsense, what happened to a sense of duty? What happened to responsibility? What happened to what's best for the kids? I needed to find myself. Y'all always finding yourself. Guys, when they go through a situation or a crisis, they go get a motorcycle. Women go and break up their whole families, bro.
I even like started thinking like of another business endeavor that I had been thinking about for like the past 5 years that I never like built up the courage to do. And if you know me, like you know I've had businesses, even like just saving money, paying off debt, like rebuilding my credit, like everything. Like
she going into stuff that ain't even relevant. She done already forgot about the family. She talking about rebuilding her credit and starting new businesses.
I got my stuff back up, which I'm like totally proud of.
This is crazy.
And now like I'm getting ready to graduate with my master's in public health here in September 5th to be exact. And honestly, like I still have like a long ways to go. Like there's still so much that I want to do. I cried, I prayed, like I healed, and I did a lot. Like, and I found me.
That was the devil talking to you. That wasn't
But like
God.
I said, like I'm not done yet, and I'm like so damn proud of how far that I've come. Like you don't even know that I have.
Don't care.
And I contemplated about whether like I wanted to even share this, you know, because yeah, like I've always like shared, you know, good news about, you know, certain things happening like in my life, but I've never just opened up and really just shared my truth to people.
And this is why y'all have to be careful of who y'all follow and who y'all take advice from, because y'all will be following people and they leading you into a path of destruction to break up your family.
So this is new for me, and it's definitely like, you know, taking a leap of faith, because this is nothing that I, you know, ever really like imagined doing. But yeah,
if you think she been out there single the whole time, focusing on her career, you a fool. You a fool if I ain't ever seen nothing before.
My story, and honestly, like this is for any woman who feels stuck or torn or like scared to choose herself. You're not a bad mom. You're not a bad wife for choosing you. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning love. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your family. It just means that you're making space for the version of you that has been buried so long under obligation. And that's exactly what it was. Like, if you are in your breaking point area, like, girl, I totally see you. Like, I see you. But you just
keep talking.
If that is something that you're wanting to do, like, I would just say pray about it. You know, for me, like, God is the head of my life, and I really sought him like never before, because I mean, God forbid I moved to another state and then, you know, the worst happens, you know. But everything fell into place, and then, you know, even my husband and I, like, our relationship got better. It started off like really rocky, but we got better, and, you know, we developed a deeper understanding of each other. And I feel like things are better than ever because I know who I am now, like even more so. Because when we got married, I was a 22-year-old girl. I had a 5-month-old baby, and I didn't know nothing about being grown. And I was just going along with him, just following his lead, you know. And because of that, I really didn't know who I was. Like I said, like I was just going along, you know, just following my man. You know, he was older, and, you know, he had the life and everything. But I had to find like what works for me. And I'm so glad that I did, because yeah, it was literally like the best thing I ever could have done for myself. Because
What do you want me to say? What do y'all want me to say? How would you like for me to summarize this and wrap it up? What do you want me to say about this? I don't have no words. I don't have nothing to say. I don't have anything to communicate to you guys. I'm just dumbfounded on this one. For one of the first times in my life, I'm just at a loss for words. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Always giving credit to the content creators, because it's the right thing to do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.